told you I'd be back. You guys just didn't believe me. That's all good. If you watched my previous video, you might have a better idea of what this one is about. But a little story time. I was working on graduate work at this local library. I was walking around the fiction section and looking for something that kind of caught my eye, something that, I don't know, stood out to me. Any books that really stood out to me in that way. And I stumbled on this one here. I wanted something that would be scary and interesting enough to bring out my emotional side. Also a short enough book to finish, because I just needed something that I would be able to quickly read through and finish up without spending too much time on it. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this book missed the mark by a whole lot. It was extremely disappointing. Man, it's weird. Nothing But Blackened Teeth is a horror story that follows a group of friends who typically seek out haunted experiences. And right off the bat, you can tell that the dynamic between the friend group is extremely off. Like they don't like each other really, but they're spending a lot of time together. And it's just weird. In this book, they decide to visit a haunted mansion based in Japan, where they say a ghost bride is supposed to inhabit. The reason why that ghost bride is there is because she died waiting for her soon-to-be husband at the altar, and it's exactly where they spend the night, in that mansion, that altar. But what's the reason why I didn't like this book? Why did it not resonate with me? Man, this was so cheeks. I expected an emotional reaction from myself because of the way it was marketed, but it did not meet that expectation by any means. The scenes never really captivated me, and the characters were just unlovable. Like I didn't resonate with a single one of them. And the main character was just so like depressing. It was like, it's one of those people that you're not friends with. I wouldn't be friends with, because like, she's just so annoying, to be honest. Like, ugh, dude, it's just draining to be around a person like that. It was not cool. It was not fun. Along those lines, like, I don't know if I'm just dumb or if like my vocabulary isn't up to the standards for people that should be reading this book, but man, the words were just extremely confusing. Like, it was extremely hard to keep up with anything she was describing in any of the scenes. Nah, I don't really want to. I wouldn't want to spend any more time saying what her other projects are, just because like it's not like anything against her, but I would rather spend my time on things that are new, and already knowing her style, I'm not really expecting a whole lot from the next book. So like, no shade to her by any means. I'm sure it's hard to write a book, but I'm good off that, to be honest with you. One other book that I did pick up at that library, and man, let me tell you, maravilla. It was so worth it. It captivates you in a way that literally shits on the other book. The little snake shits on the other book. It's ridiculous. The little snake follows the story of a girl named Mary, and she one day befriends a golden snake named Lanmo. Those two characters become great friends and learn a ton from one another. And the story reveals themes of like love and hurt, painful experiences between families, painful experiences, living your life. This book is filled with things that resonate with you, even though it's written like in a simple form. The author was able to depict the characters and scenes in a detailed way, but it also felt extremely refreshing, where you wouldn't have to reread the words to understand what the author was talking about in the first place. Like, oh my God, how amazing is that? How hard is it to ask for that? Is it really that hard to ask? The story has the potential to make you invested in the girl and the snake's relationship. And honestly, I felt invested in them. This is an example of what the relationship is between Mary and Lanmo, okay? So check this out. The snake tasted a letter, and even though the paper and ink were quite old, they still held the flavor of love. He closed his eyes for a moment and remembered lying on the same bed and looking into his friend Mary's eyes. The snake's heart had always been still throughout his 1,000 upon 1,000 of years of existence. But now it began, for the first time, to beat. The sound of it puzzled him. It's a short story that will probably pull on your heartstrings, and for that reason, I freaking loved it. I'd rate that 5 out of 5, any day. Alright, cool. Just got to the library. Gonna return these books and then probably just get some work done over here. We just finished up everything. Yeah, we returned the books, did some studying, got some work done, and calling it a day. Look, if you didn't watch my other video, you're a hater, and I want you to know that. So make sure you know that. If you want to show some love, I'll link the other video at the very end of this one. But yeah, all right, homies, I'll see you guys later. Doses.